All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am in the house with this Lionsteel Tispine that I had a while back. I probably was one of my first reviews that I did during the beginning of the pandemics. And yeah, I don't know, it was probably very bad. I wasn't as experienced, let's say. I didn't shoot as many videos as I have right now. So I decided to find another one and give it another try and have another review with new light, new cameras, and just a little bit different version. That was a raindrop Damascus, and this guy is the Lizard Damascus. Look at this bad boy right over here. Let's see the size real quick. We got 3.5 inch long blade and 4.5 inch long handle, and we got 7.75 inches overall in length. So I'm not gonna show you any other knife except for this guy, because we are talking about integrals, and right now these are the only integrals I have in my collection. This is a Peter Rassenti large Nirvana 4.0. Is, I mean, like a custom knife. It's very expensive, like 10 times expensive than that, but just to show you how an integral handle can look. So this is a solid billet of titanium milled out in 3D all around to create this frame lock, which is pretty interesting. This is a titanium polished handle with some very good milling. You can even see the look at the little passes on this mesmerizing starburst pattern going on, which wraps around the spine of the handle and just goes and continues on the back. That's a very cool and neat milling, 100%. The fact that this is polished, of course, is going to attract some scratches, but yeah, not too crazy. It's very good. It's shiny, of course. Very nicely rounded off. It's a 3D milled integral titanium handle. Very nicely rounded off, no sharp edges. You have kind of like a lazy, in my opinion, hole for the lanyard solution. If you want to sport like a paracord or something, a bead, a little bit, it's a hole through the handle. You have, of course, no backspacer, no standoffs, because there's only one screw right over here. This is just a solid chunk, so that's very good. Also, like you see, this construction is very straightforward. One screw, you get two washers, Teflon, and you're done. And the blade, I mean, nothing, you can't go wrong. It's not that hard to put back together. Of course, there's no stainless steel lock face insert. This is an older model, but in this case, I don't feel any lock stick. There was a little bit at the beginning. It went away with a little bit of ox guard, so that was absolutely fine. You have a titanium tip-up carry only, pocket clip, deep carry, non-reversible, very nicely working. Look at that. It's long, but it's nice. It's sitting on the lock bar, so it's adding a little bit of extra pressure on the lock bar, but also it might be operating as a little bit of an over-travel lock bar stabilizer. So, and then, guys, look at this. We get this Lizard Damascus blade, which is gorgeous. I love it. It's one of my favorite patterns. Dragon skin, the Lizard Damascus, the Damacore, the feather, a river of fire. Great Damascus pattern. I love the aesthetics of this one. You have some recessed jimping, which is absolutely functional. Cut out for the blade, which is gonna actually allow you for a slow roll. You can't really, like, there's not really any action on this one because it's on Teflon washers, and because there's no action. I mean, it's just not, it's like a Sebenza, right? So you have a nice crowned spine for the blade, which is showing off this pattern. Very cool, etched. And then just, you see, nice, beautiful drop point. Pretty much 100% belly. Sharpened up to the tip, to the end of the blade, but you see that thickens up a little bit at the end, maybe from this perspective right over there. So the plunge grind is not recessed enough to have like a full free plunge grind. So 0.137. And behind the edge, it is going to be feeling a little bit thicker. So 0.025. Yeah, you can feel it. It's a little bit thicker, but still, it's going to be nice. Flat grind, beautifully executed. You have this area here, you see, nicely done. A nice relief for the disengagement of the lock bar. The sound, it's quite discreet. Elegant. This is an elegant knife. This is a gentleman's knife. This is something classy. So you don't want anything loud, obnoxious, and percussive or resounding. You want something sweet and gentle like this. And when you close it, a gentle tink. That is it. Beautiful. Let's actually check the weight for this fella, because it's it's a substantial object. We need a 364 ounces, so not too bad. It's very good. In the hand, this guy feels great. No hot spots. Low profile clip helps a lot. This texture here is this milling creates a little bit of texture, so less slippery, but still being polished is kind of at the same time slippery. So it's you know, a double-edged sword, but it's gorgeous to look at. 100%. You can actually do a reverse grip. You can choke it up to this point. That's fine. The jimping is functional. This thing is absolutely solid. It's not. There's no flex or anything. Well put together. Blade is absolutely centered. It's the action, as I mentioned, is like a sebenza. You can't even flick this thing. Open Teflon washers under the hood. It's a very interesting one. Detent is on the medium side. The main thing that attracts me in this one is the look. The aesthetics of this knife, the proportions, the lines are just fantastic. I love this integral. I love the starburst. I love the lizard damascus. It's a very, very cool one. It's an older one. It's a little bit thicker stock behind the edge. The other elephant in the room is the huge cut out here. Look at this, is massive cut, but they chamfered also that. I don't know why it's that wide, but still, that's another, let's say, nitpick that I have. You see the chatter on the inside, but it's a 350 euros knife, so not like over $3,000 knife. So it is good. It is very good. It's beautiful. There's no action, but who cares? We are about elegance. We are about subtle milling and exclusive lizard damascus in this case. So there you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.